Russia wished that economic country members of APEC continue to develop its beneficial partnership in the midst of the trade liberalization and investment, a better integrated regional economy, and improved food sustainability, and also intensive cooperation to boost innovative growth. How does Russia seize the Asia-Pacific Cooperations Forum as a strategic partnership? In our special dialogue for this week, English News Service reporter Romano Prasetya speaks with the Russian ambassador to Indonesia, Mikhail Yurievich Galuzin. Stay with us.
You're watching TVRI's today's dialogue in Talking Point, and today's dialogue we will discuss about the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, how to boost the economic growth among the members, the 21 members of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, and also how to make the region resilient. I'm Romano Prasetya, and with me the ambassador of the Russian Federation, His Excellency Mikhail Yurievich Galuzin. Good day, Mr. Ambassador.
Nice to meet you, Romano.
Nice
Welcome to the Russian residence.
First of all, I would say gratitude to you to warmly greeted in your residence in today's dialogue.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Mr. Ambassador, Russia has joined the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation since 1998, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And since that, Russia has constantly participated on the annual leaders meeting and stuff, and then how to make the regions, especially among the member of the APEC member, resilience and sustainable economic growth. Would you briefly explain how the APEC in the future, the importance about the going concern?
Thank you very much, Romano, for that question. The reasons of such strategic approach of Russia to the Asia-Pacific region are clear. You know that the 2/3 of our territory are located in the Asia-Pacific region. The vast economic, scientific, technology and resources potential is also located in the eastern part of Russia. And of course, we are taking into account the obvious fact that the center of global economic growth is gradually shifting to the Asia-Pacific region, where the most rapidly growing economies are concentrating now, including Indonesian economy. So we attach great importance to the economic integration into the Asia-Pacific region. And from that point of view, a very, very important step was our presidency in APEC last year, which, as we hope, we have conducted successfully. At least all our partners recognize that Russian presidency last year was quite successful. And you know also very well our priorities of the Russian presidency during the APEC year 2012. These priorities are, first of all, further encouraging regional economic integration, facilitating regional trade and investment regimes. These goals are actually, first of all, formulated in Bogor goals approved by APEC economies back in 1994 in Bogor, Indonesia. But at the same time, we put on the APEC agenda during our presidency such issues as food security, energy security, efficient supply chains, and innovative growth, innovative development, and also creation of single education space in APEC region, in APEC area. And of course, we did not forget such issues very important for creation of favorable conditions for economic growth and economic development.
What is your opinion about some of the issue, some are saying that the APEC is only for the strong industrial market to be open from the strong industrial member, such as like America, China, or even Russia to other countries. What is your opinion? Because the APEC members were not coming from the same on stage level on the economic. Will it bring the mutual advantage for amongst the member?
Well, frankly, Romano, I wouldn't agree with the point you have just mentioned, because what I insist on is that APEC agenda, including agenda of Russian priorities last year, is designed to create favorable environment for economic growth of all APEC economies and moreover for all Asia-Pacific economies, because everybody will benefit from trade facilitation. Everybody will benefit from facilitation of investment activity. And such our goals, our priorities as food security, energy security, creation of single education space in the Asia-Pacific region in APEC area. All these goals, all these priorities are very important, first of all, for developing economies. Just look what we see in developing economies these days. First of all, these economies need huge investments in infrastructure, including transportation infrastructure. They need they need development of education systems, so that to train, to educate well-skilled professional labor force. They need proper food security and stable energy supply. That is what is needed to a high degree for developing economies. So that is why the APEC agenda is quite balanced. It is taking into account the interests both of developing and developed economies or emerging markets.
My last question is about the two nations, the two countries, Russia and Indonesia. What about the trade balance about the country? How to boost the relation, how to boost the trade between the countries?
First of all, thank you very much, very good question. First of all, I'm very pleased to be here in Indonesia as ambassador, because I see very, very strong interest of the Indonesian government, Indonesian political circles, Indonesian business community, Indonesian public opinion towards Russia and developing mutually beneficial ties with my country, which Indonesia is considering a strategic partner, and I'm very grateful for that. We also attach great importance to the relationship with Indonesia, which is very, very important country in Asia-Pacific region. It is the leader of economic and political leader of Southeast Asia. Indonesia is playing more and more important role in international relations in the global dimension, and we are very pleased with recent developments in our relationship with Indonesia, in our partner-like relationship with Indonesia. We are continuing very fruitful political dialogue. For example, our ministers met in July on the sidelines of, foreign ministers met on the sidelines of ARF meetings in Brunei in July and signed very important statement on joint commitment to the prevention of militarization of outer space, which is a very important document for disarmament process, for global disarmament process. We have very good trends in our trade. Last year our trade increased by 30% and reached the level of 2.8 billion US dollars. We are very pleased that the Russian and Indonesian side have launched several very, very important projects, such as exports of Russian passenger aircraft to Indonesia, such as negotiations, consultations on building bauxite alumina plant in Western Kalimantan, such as construction of railway in Eastern Kalimantan.
Okay, Mr. Ambassador, thank you for your time. You're valuable.
It was my pleasure to welcome you here. Thank you very much. Thank you.
That was today's dialogue from the Talking Point with the Russian Federation Ambassador, Mr. Mikhail Yurievich. I'm Romana Prasetya. Thank you for watching.